In this video on OpenCV on my BeagleBoard, I continue where I left last time, which was with the remarkable conclusion that while the blue range works in masking, when I probe it in GIMP, and that is quite simple. The probe tool put the color on blue, and then you say, okay, I have the blue color. You find immediately which values there are for UE saturation and value, and to stay in OpenCV, BGR instead of RGB. And the remarkable thing is that while these values are 255, no such thing is here, because if I do here, for example, BGR, let's say 120, 255 and 255, it's greenish. Let's do the same thing for HSV, and you get something which is not even close to it, because this value is not getting higher than 100. Same for this. So since, and here you see also that it is 02550. So the question is, considering the fact that this apparently is BGR, and of course then here BGR as well, why is this blue and is this blue, while if you look logically to BGR, this is white, and this is, well, let's see what it is. It's well, not quite, it's yellowish, which is remarkably the same in the same color space, same kind of color is here, but it's not blue what we were looking at right now. So why is this working for getting the blue standing out, and why is this not working for brown standing out? And with that question, there's a lot to find out, because we are talking about ranges. So how do you find out which color is a low range? Very good question. And I think using this tool I should be able to find out. When looking for information, you get across several websites, and I once again got in a website that explains HSV, but I also came across an example which clearly states that this is not BGR at all, but is HSV, which is a little surprising, because as you see, according to this, the S and V saturation and value do not exceed 100, and yet clearly does. So in that perspective it should be BGR. However, there's something other interesting that says that I should add something like np uint. So that would be something like this, and then np uint 8. So let me see if that solves something. I have no idea. Which it doesn't. Lower b and not a numerical tuple. Interesting. And when I remove it again, what does it say? Oh wait, let me put it this way. Maybe they meant this. Who knows? Same response. So let me check here. They say it should be given as an argument. Let's do that then. So instead of this bracket here, it should be here. Check again. And now it goes there, so let's add the np uint 8 here. See what happens. And let me check. Well, let's say it's BGR for now. See if this solves anything at all. That it does, but the big question is, and that does not matter. It doesn't matter at all. So I'm going to check for the blue once again. This did work, but who knows what might surprise us. And then I also found for blue not 255 as lower but 50. Let's just try it out for now. Lower brown is not, yeah, okay, that should be blue by now, so that's logical for the error. Will it work? Won't it work? And right now it is not only that blue stands out, but here it stands out as well, which is new. Why does it stand out? Let me see closely, because this is a new development. It is something here and here in the lower right corner. Not quite bluish, is it? And here even brighter. So, okay, let me remove for now. These newly added values. Run it again and see what happens. It's still there. However, what I did change is 255 to 50. So let me add a 255. Let's see if that changes anything. I think so. That definitely does change something. So let me keep this to 50. Let me change this to HSV, as apparently it is HSV. So those values do make a difference. For the blue, another example shows that this would be 110 and this would be 130. Let me follow that experience or example. That would be should be no difference. And it is no difference. So it does wonder why it says 255. A reason could be that, which I've read earlier, that you have a scale of 100 and minus 50 plus 50, which makes 100. But 255 in total, that would be either plus or minus, would give 510, or split by half would be 127. And neither is found in here. See, this is just 50 and this is the other 50. So the total scale is 100. And okay, let me put this into the HSV scale. 120, 50, 50. Well, that is clearly not such a thing as blue. And the other thing is 130. But, well, this is very green, very bright. So something is still not quite as it should be. Let me probe again. $240, 100, 100. So something is either wrong with these values in a way that I don't really understand. But I don't give up. I don't intend to. Okay, with this information I comment out the blue ones again. Oops. I go back to brown. Of course I have to uncomment these lines. see what happens. I suspect yeah, that's what I thought. If lower is lower, then I can just as well make this 64 and that 161. Let's just do it. Nothing is hurt yet. Now there's a clear difference. You see the specs there, which weren't there before. However, it's still not brownish. And the brown is a combination of 30, 159. So if I say this is 30, 100 and let's say 60, then we got something of brown. And if we this is lower and this is darker brown, so that would mean it is 17. Reddish, but still kind of brown. Let's keep it to 10. So that will be 10, 160. And no, and go to let's see if we can get that. Okay, brownish. Let's say 40 is in the border. So if we do that, we change this. And we keep this to 10 and this 40 and something 100. Let's keep it this way. Let's see what happens this time. I'm very curious. That's a remarkable difference. Now let's see what the original picture was. That is this. And I mean the colored one. So when you look at that, you do see some difference. So the real color doesn't stand out, but there's a distinct difference in these brownish areas. So that is a big improvement for the colors, where it is definitely that HSV it is and not BGR. I'm not there yet, but I think also these values should be distinctly different. So with this result, I think I can end this episode and see for the HSV that it really are these values. Maybe a little bit more up or more down, but we'll see. Anyway, thank you for watching and to be continued.